Charity begins at home, and this is the case here. So we are doing Water Secondary School and Mzarabani Secondary Schools. They are the other schools around.
So Peter is a friend of mine, and we've been friends for quite a while. And I learned about the work that he was doing. Education is something that's really, really important to me, and the access to education for everybody.
I really appreciate what they are doing. It can be small to them, but as for myself, I consider it big.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to our channel. Today I'm here in Mzarabani, and this is my first time being here, but the works of Friends of Kahungwe community has brought me here. Guys, when we talk of people who are doing wonders, who are doing great works in their communities, we are talking of these guys. They have joined hands to do charity work here in Mzarabani. So we are here to witness some of the works that they have done at the school, Kahungwe Primary School. They have done this since 2014. The story is so inspirational. One of the leaders of our Friends of Kahungwe was born in this community, and one good thing about his story is that his mother was one of the people who was doing charity work in Kahungwe. When she passed on, she had dedicated that she wants to give back to the community. Then this guy decided to do more. He decided to take from where she had left. So this is what he is doing, and he has joined hands with some of the guys who are living in Australia. So they are doing a great job, guys, when it comes to building here in Mzarabani, building schools, buying gifts, and also giving scholarships to the community. So I'm sure you can just imagine their story and what they are doing to change lives in the community. Remember, there are so many children out there who don't have access even when it comes to education, who don't even have access when it comes to basic needs. But these guys, they are making sure that they have what it takes for them to go to school. They are trying by all means to advocate for early child marriages. They are also making sure that they provide food to those who are less privileged. So it's just one thing, guys, and I hope this video is going to inspire you, because I'm going to talk to the leader of Friends of Kahungwe. I'm also going to interview one of the friends and also the headmaster to hear what they have to say about these guys who are doing this work.
So my name is Peter Mradzika. I am the chairman of Friends of Kahungwe Association, which is an organization based in Australia, in Canberra. Since 2014, we've been engaged with the community in Kahungwe in building the schools, and the high schools, the two high schools that are here, and this primary school, which is more central. So it kind of sits, the two secondary schools are about 30 kilometers apart, and this one sits right in the middle. So we decided, at first we build a library in the middle and put books in for high school, primary, and this way the learners can do their homework without having to travel 15 kilometers or whatever they had to travel before. And as time went on, this is a community need, and as they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. And we kept going, and issues kept coming up, and it's been a journey, and we're still on it. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the work that you are doing as Friends of Kahungwe. It's really something that is great, and many communities, they are looking forward to the work that you are doing, and I hope you are going to help as many people as possible. So what inspired you to start this community?
Friends of Kahungwe, I guess it was inspired initially. Charity begins at home, and this is the case here. When I was young, my mother mainly used to, she grew up in this community, and she ran away in the 70s during the war. This was an area very affected by the Zimbabwe's liberation war, and when she went to the city eventually after the war, she kind of realized the shortages and the dire need for education here. So she used to foster 1 or 2 kids every year to help them with finishing school, and this kind of happened until she passed away in 2008. And we helped out a little bit here and there where we could, but eventually, in honor of her, myself and a few friends, we decided to come together and firstly build a library. And that kind of, once we were here building, one thing led to another, and we became a full-blown NGO supporting kids. Yeah.
So I heard you talking about your friends. How many are you in this community as Friends of Kaungwe?
So directly as the board is 7 of us. Some of them, I'm sure you hear from them. But again, Friends of Kaungwe is an open organization, and from time to time we have different friends. We have different people who come in to help with expertise. We had, when we built the library, we had a friend who was an architect who helped to draw up the plans for the library, and every time we do something, we try to get someone with those expertise, and we cannot always afford to pay for it. So we consider those people part of Friends of Kaungwe. So that's, yeah.
So I'm saying we are here at Kaungwe Primary School today. What is it that you are doing today?
Well, today we've come from Australia, a few of us, and we are here to kind of, I guess, see what's happening, see how the kids are going, see how the community is doing, do some evaluation of our current programs, see if they're being successful or not. I think it's very important when you do something to check back to see that it's doing what you want it to do. So that's kind of part of our mission here. But also we have brought some gifts, some more soccer gear, small sporting gear for the girls and boys, and yeah. So we and textbooks, and I guess a refresh of some things.
Okay, so I heard you mentioning that you are kind of part of this community. You came to Kaungwe for maybe holidays or something. Is it the same with your friends? Are they from this community, or you convinced them to be part of this community?
Yeah, actually, I was born here, as they say in Zimbabwe. My placenta is buried somewhere in the soil here. My mother was from here, but I didn't grow up here. I was born customarily here. You kind of, you're my first child, the mom goes back to where she is from, and so that's how I was born here. And but as a kid, I used to come here for school holidays and hang out with everyone. And from then, I think the people of Kaungwe, I always considered them very caring, very loving. And when I realized that they were in need, it didn't take any thinking for me to jump in and help. And my friends, I'm the only one of Friends of Kaungwe, other than my sister, of course, who's part of Friends of Kaungwe, the kind of that group. But I think they're very nice people. I think they are very caring people who are empathetic to trying to help bridge the gaps and inequalities, and making sure that at least in the little we can provide a bridging gap, break some barriers for some kids in Kaungwe. And I guess they were like, well, this community, if it's the community that gave us Peter, we come with them, and they're my friends as well. So it was easy. It was easy to, it was like teaching ducks how to swim. There were already people who cared, and when we talked about it, they were happy to jump on board.
Okay, so besides Kaungwe Primary School, which other charity works that you are doing maybe in this area?
So we are doing Water Secondary School and Mzarabani Secondary Schools. There are the other schools around. So, for example, in those schools, we have discovered that, some of the kids did not have shoes, and they had to go to, the toilets here, blade toilets, can be a little bit, and for kids to go barefoot in those toilets, we thought it was, a health concern. So we managed to get shoes for all the kids. And we've also managed over time to get a bowl to try and get running water around the schools, and a fence to protect them so they can grow things around the school. Hopefully vegetables like the ones you see around here, that can help provide food for the kids.
Wow, that's really nice and well done for doing something like that. So in future, are there any other projects that we should look forward to you as Kaungwe, Friends of Kaungwe community?
We don't like to promise. We don't like to promise. We will engage with the community and see what they want. And as we go, we'll find out where we can help. We can't always, we can't always help with everything. But as we go on, we kind of see what we can help with and we jump in.
Okay. So just for interest's sake, how many times do you visit the school?
This school, at least once a year. At least once a year, we make sure that one of us comes to check that everything's going well and see how it's going.
And you always bring gifts?
And we always bring gifts.
Okay.
Gifts from Australia to Zimbabwe.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you are based in like Australia?
Yes. Most of us are based in Australia, except for Lennon, who's based in Harare.
Okay. So thank you so much, Mr. Peter, for your time, and thank you so much for the work that you're doing for the community. And we just hope you're going to continue with that work more and more and more.
Thanks, Dario.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Otherwise, it will need to be taken off. I need to dance.
My name's Nicole Vonax and I am the Treasurer of Friends of Kahungwe. I'm here today to see the kids and to just see what the work we do in Australia is and what it's going to. For me, seeing the smiles on their faces and just enjoying seeing them being able to learn in a safe environment, and for all of the children, the girls and boys of Kahungwe.
Okay. So what really inspired you to come up with a project like this one?
Peter is a friend of mine, and we've been friends for quite a while, and I learned about the work that he was doing. Education is something that's really, really important to me, and the access to education for everybody. And especially I'm from a country town in Australia where I'm from, and just knowing that, that there's kids out here that are still not able to access education because of safety, because of animals or being forced to work. And so knowing that Peter's work was going straight to the community, and being able to provide it direct education, direct opportunities to the kids just was something that really appealed to me. And so he just asked me to start helping, and so I started helping, and then I became treasurer and now here I am on my third visit to the school.
Wow, so how many years have you joined the Friends of Kaungwe community?
I think it's about 5 or 6 years. And then I came here the first time in 2024. It was my first visit to the school in February 2024, and then I wasn't supposed to be coming this time, and then I last minute said they can't go without me, so I'm coming too.
I've noticed that the kids, they love you and they are so familiar with you, and well done for the work that you are doing. I think I've mentioned that before. Well done, well done. You're putting smiles on the kids' faces, and it's something that every child wishes for, because many kids nowadays, they are facing many challenges, especially when it comes to education, early marriages, and also failing to access basic things in life. So thank you so much for bringing a hand, giving a hand to the community. So are there any things that you are promising us as Zimbabweans, or maybe as Kahungwe Primary School, or any other communities?
I think for us it's to continue working. One of the things that I've learned is that, I don't come from wealth or anything like that, but I come from privilege of having access to education and access to food, and how important kind of that alimentation is to being able to study. And I think one of the things that I've heard here loud and clear is the need for the kids to be able to get the food program back running, and I think that's something that I'd like to really push with the crew back in Australia. I think it's like $3 a month or $3 a term per child or something. Like it's not much for us, but it will mean a massive difference. And I know that they're keen to tour Zimbabwe and get to see more of their own country. So that's definitely a big picture goal. That'll be a bit more challenging, but I think definitely for me, promising to just continue working to see what we can do to help and listening to what their needs are.
Okay, thank you so much. So there's something that I just want to understand, just for interest sake. Are you doing this maybe only for the Zimbabweans, or maybe there are also other countries that you are giving a hand to?
So for this program, this is sheerly focused in Zimbabwe and particularly on Kahungwe. So this is Peter's grandma's village, which we went to last time. So I met his gogo then. So there are similar programs in different areas. I participate in other programs in Australia that focus on Australia and people experiencing homelessness, but for education-wise, this is the only one so far.
Okay, so as an Australian, how is life like in Zimbabwe? How are you experiencing life in Zimbabwe?
I love life in Zimbabwe. I have a lot of Zimbabwean friends in Australia as well. But yeah, it can be chaos, and Australia is a lot more structured. But yeah, I love the smiles and just the generosity and the warmth that comes in Zimbabwe. I feel almost at home here, and because I've just been so welcomed by people.
Okay.
So.
Thank you so much, Nicole.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure having you on this channel.
Thank you very much.
And hope to meet you on your other programs.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maitabasa.
You have to say that again.
Maitabasa.
Well done.
My name is Vaisa. I'm the headmaster of Kaungwe Primary School. Today we welcomed our friends from Australia, Friends of Kahungwe, who goes by the acronym FOCA. So these guys have been helping us quite a lot in terms of development. They are development partners. Yeah, what happened is that we have a local guy, somebody who hails from here. His mother was born and bred here. His mother attended her primary education at this institution. May her soul rest in peace. So I'm told that before the mother passed on, she had the intention of giving back to this school as the school that she attended. And that word stuck with the son. So the son, who is now based in Australia, thought of a plan to have a philanthropic association, which then culminated in an association that is called the Friends of Kaungwe, which is FOCA. That's basically how it started. So it's not only one person, there are a lot of people behind the scene. But the guys who came here are the committee that makes sure that everything goes all well. So yeah, we have to have them today. 2014, that's when they came here, basically to make sure that we have a library at this institution. So if I'm not wrong, the library was built in 2018, and other programs that are running along the organization. For instance, there is a scholarship program which is taking the best boy and best girl from Kaungwe Primary School. So as we speak, we have 6 learners in boarding school, courtesy of Friends of Kaungwe. They also made sure that we have a roof on this other block that you can see here. They gave us a nice roof. As you are quite aware, this area is an arid land characterized by a lot of high temperatures. So they made sure that they put the material that would make it favorable for the learners to learn in a very cool and friendly environment. Alone cannot express how grateful we are as a school and as a community. I'm speaking on behalf of the school, the community, as well as the learners. As you can see, I think you've witnessed how jubilant they were when they welcomed the visitors. And I think you should appreciate the fact that even the visitors are also happy to be here. And some who are here for the first time, they've seen that their efforts are not just in vain, because they've come to the ground and they appreciate what is happening on the ground. So yeah, my word to our friends is that keep on supporting the children. The results are coming forth. We are seeing the results. Yes, there are certain areas that may need attention and that may need to be looked at, but that cannot be achieved overnight. Step by step, bit by bit, I think we will achieve more. They say that what you do for yourself does not matter, because it dies with you. But what you do for others is immortal, and it continues to live. It continues to live even after our death. So it's very good to help those in need, especially the underprivileged. So those who are in diaspora, may you take a leaf from what the friends of Kahungu are doing. They are doing a great job. Even if you are to visit here, you will see by yourself that a lot of good things are happening. So our learners are no longer the same. We have facilities which are close to urban facilities. So yeah, just take a leaf from friends of Kahungu.
Then in grade 3, Martha Mumanyi. Martha Mumanyi.
Ms. Maanye Ruketariro, Women's Quota Councillor, for the meantime taking the position of the ward elected councillor who is on definite sick leave. I would like to thank you so much for the guys who came here on Kaunge Primary School. As for today, we have the Foka friends for Kaunge who came to see the children and to donate some things of the jerseys, the books, the bows, so many things they did to us for today. That's why we are here today.
How do you feel with the work that they are doing for Kahungwe Primary School and the community at large?
I'm overwhelmed. I'm grateful. I'm thankful. They are doing the wonders for us. It's not easy, even for myself, to take out my dollar and give to someone. But these guys, they are doing the wonders for us. There are so millions and dollars they are using for us, for our kids and for our community. And as for community, they are being thankful for that.
So do you have any words that you want to say to the friends of Kahungwe, maybe just to appreciate or anything?
Kutenda kwa kitsi kuri mumoyo. Ndinotenda zvakanyanyisa. I'm so thankful. Just want the God to bless them. I don't have much to say, but I'm very thankful. I'm very happy on what they are doing. They are not selecting or even choosing the kids when it comes here to the ground. They are just take the kids as the kids. I'm very thankful about what they are doing here. I myself, as the neighbor of the community, I will not make it, and I won't make it. I won't make it, and I will not make it due to circumstances. Okay. In Mzarabani, it's a poor. It has got a poor background, but right now with the friends of Kaunge, we are being now on the top 5. I think in the district we are now on the top 5 because we are improving. We are doing it by bit, but I really appreciate what they are doing. It can be small to them, but as for myself, I consider it big.
Okay, so I understand that one of the friends of Kahungwe comes from the side.
Yes.
Yes. So what is it that you would want to say to other children who are out there, maybe in the diaspora or here in Zimbabwe, who are working out there? What would you want to say when it comes to giving back to the community?
When it comes to the thing of giving, I believe that it comes from your heart. We cannot push those people in diaspora to help us or to consider us as their villagers. But what I know, we have got different callings. God calls us differently. Mr. Mradzikwa has been called by God, not being on the theologic, but he has been called on this way. He has been called and he has answered. So for other diasporas, I would just say maybe they have to copy from Mr. Mradzikwa, and I just pray God should call them also. If God calls those people in diaspora, I think we'll be very recognized, the Muzaraban as it is, as the poor Muzaraban. Maybe we can be recognized to the top one in the districts, like the most powerful or rich or being on better. Since the president of Zimbabwe is saying at 2030 we should be at the middle upper class. Maybe if they have been called by God, we can be on that. But the year the president is now saying it out, I think that's my vision. Because by giving, it's by passion and it's by calling. That's what I believe.
Thank you so much, Councillor, for being on this channel. I really appreciate your time and your effort and your explanation when it comes to Friends of Kaungwe as a community. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Sazi.